people say, you got to be careful, Mark, and not preach that cheap grace. Well, let me ask you uh, a question. Cheap for who? Like, if we're preaching cheap grace, then cheap for who? I want you to ask Jesus if grace was cheap. Like, let's just bring it down to the relational aspect with Jesus. Ask Jesus if grace was cheap, because if grace was cheap, then you're saying that the blood of Jesus is cheap. If you're saying that grace is cheap, then you're saying the stripes upon his back were cheap. If you're saying grace is cheap, then you're saying the crown of thorns on his head was cheap. Friend, grace is not cheap. It cost Jesus everything. But thank God, although he paid the ultimate price, we get to receive the gift of salvation by grace. It's freely given to us. But grace.